Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to The Contentment. Today we're doing a vlog. We're gonna go out to the beautiful Tafanui. Why am I holding this out? I don't really know, but we're gonna film some stuff. It's not gonna be a huge vlog, but it is gonna be a fun little edit. I'm excited just to be filming. I fucking love editing, I love making videos, and I love being alive. I'm gonna get my toe shoes out. We're gonna have a great time. Come along for a little hoon. I've got the tripod on, but check this out. I can have the tripod feet extended and it doesn't get in front of the lens. Michi, the white one. Actually though, look at him, he knows what's up. He's super happy and chill. First stop, coconut milk cappuccinos with cinnamon on top. Delicious, but a little bit bitter. What's your overall thoughts? Whoa, it's a bike man, dude! Alright, here we are. Instead of Tafanui, because there's a fucking block on the highway or something like that, and it was adding an extra like 40 minutes total onto the journey, so instead we decided to come out to Stillwater, which is way closer, close to Silverdale and Orewa, if you're familiar with Auckland. But yeah, come for a little adventure, guys. Come on down. Yeah, it's gonna be so good. A bit of a test with the new mic. I don't actually know if it sounds that much better or worse, but there's a little breeze right now, and I wonder if this will pick it up or if it'll just be nice audio. Let's find out. The rock formation here is so cool. Mia calls spider webs, spider nets. I just think it's the cutest thing ever. Alright, this is a fucking great opportunity to look at my favorite tree, the Pahudakawa. Look at it, it's so magnificent, the way that it just sits out of the earth and can just be so strong. I love it. It's exactly what this red, is it going to focus? The red leaves here are, and the leaves is the Pahudakawa, but then also this here is the Purere, which is another beautiful New Zealand native tree, which is the logo of the company that I work with, which is kind of funky. Again, the Pahudakawa. It's just so fucking cool. It's unmatched, the coolest tree for sure. Like, oh, and a Purere straight away, again. Yep. And you know, I preach about movement and shit all the time. This is a perfect opportunity to hang the best shoulder mobility exercise, and one that we should all be doing as humans, is hanging. Oh. Ah. Alright.
What is that?
It just feels so good. Especially when you got a weight backpack on your back, and then it's even nicer. It's the marshes of Lord of the Rings. Actually looks like it though. Kinda. There's a bird here that nests in the sandbanks, and they put up like fence posts and stuff to stop us walking in there. And they're the cutest little bird. How nice is this place? Big cruise ship out in the water. Fucking cool. Just like to point out the footwear. We got the 5 Fingers by Vibram, and then the Vivo, I believe these are their, I don't know the name, but the hiking boot. Superior footwear.
Doing like hiking.
It's actually really good.
Yeah?
I think mainly because I'm used to it now.
Yeah.
Like at the start it was quite painful just from landing on my foot.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot thinner. But because I'm quite used to them, and the Vivos are similar.
Because yours is like thinner than my Vivos.
Yeah.
100%.
But because I'm used to wearing my black Vivos, it's all good. But if you didn't know, through evolution our feet adapted to be able to grab stuff and branches and all of that sort of shit. The reason why having the correct footwear is so important is because if you wear footwear that's cramping your foot's room, that's going to escalate into knee problems, ankle problems, hip problems, spine problems, and basically it's just your whole system. If your foot's not correct, if your foot's not working properly, then the rest of your body isn't going to as well. So selecting correct footwear, like these Vivo hiking boots that Mia has, and like these 5 fingers, in my opinion, are some of the most important choices you can make for footwear, because it's determining how you fucking evolve. Woo! That's pretty cool. This right here, guys, is like extremely classic deep New Zealand bush. You've got the vines, you've got the vines of the supplejack crawling up into the canopy, and you've got the beautiful palm trees, the nikau, the native New Zealand tree, and then it spreads out, and this is sort of like the coastal vibe. And a lot of the islands around New Zealand look exactly like this, like Tiritiri Matangi, which is a bird sanctuary, looks exactly like this, except you've got a variety of native bird species and wildlife all around. It's pretty fucking cool. And it's just, so beautiful.
If I choose that one, I lose that one. If I choose that one, I lose that one. That's life. That's life. Choose way.
Which one you gonna choose? 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 Oh, that was a joke. I thought you were going the other way.
See? I'm not predictable.
But I went on the other side because I'm a rebel and I don't do what people say. It's like a documentary where you've got the really sexy girl walking to the nature stuff. And there it is.
We've made it! We've made it, New Zealand! 3 days walking, and we've made it!
After 3 days, guys,
Woo!
we've finally made it to the viewpoint.
Oh my god, we are so resilient.
We are so amazing.
Like Mia has been saying how Hunter is like abusive, and you know, like he could be just waiting for the right moment to kill her.
Nah, here's a cliff though. Alright, this is it. Woo! What I think is really cool about this spot is, see how on the left there it's got like the... Wow, my hand is glowing. What the fuck, this is cool.
You're a vampire!
It's got the like one point there, then another point, then another point, then another point, then another point, and then got a mandel. Got a mandel.
Got a mandel.
And we see here the native Brazilian chicken presenting itself in New Zealand. Something that we're just going over is like, we both have our own places, and it's so funny how you take things for granted that you just have all the time. And like at Mia's place, for example, it's literally like an Airbnb in terms of like the wildlife around, and you feel like you're just surrounded by trees, and it's like the daily, you know? So I guess what I'm meaning by this is, take note of the things that you currently do have. Do you really need more? Do you really...
Want the things that you have, historic would say, right?
Yeah. What is it? Want the things that you have.
Yeah, don't want, not wanting the things you don't have, but want the things you already have.
Yeah.
Like, just want them more and more because you have them. I don't know if it makes sense.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
And I believe that that is literally a practice. That is almost the practice. Like, want what you have.
Yeah.
And therefore your life will be satisfactory. Now that's not to say don't have goals, dreams, ambitions, blah blah blah. But from like a universal lens, you can only attract more abundance if you're in a state of abundance. If you're already wanting what you have,
Yeah.
then technically you'll get more of what you appreciate. I think Russ has a line which is like, celebrate, I celebrate what I want to see more of in your life. And I think that's pretty fucking cool.
For the future, just feeling that you already have those things.
Yeah.
And that like excitement about imagine everything else that I can get. if I am here now, you know, sort of thing.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's like you're not coming from a place of lack, wanting more. You're coming from a place of like, wow, this is already so sick. Imagine what else is possible.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So beautiful.
Talking about it.
Yeah.
And then if you have someone that is brave enough to break that cycle and
talk.
show those people that, you know, what happened with you makes you a victim, like not someone to be ashamed of what happened to you.
Yeah.
Then you start, like, that's the process where you start allowing space for these people to even like maybe even remember things that happened with them, because when you have a trauma you might be even hiding that into your unconscious. Wait, where is it? Oh yeah. You might be hiding that in a little box that you don't even ever access.
Yeah.
And then if you have that open space to, okay, yes, that happened with me, how can I go through from here, you know? And that's what is so valuable about people that are brave enough to
talk about their shit.
About it, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's important also having a society that is open-minded and not non-judgmental, to hear about people's hurts and painful experiences that they might not know anything about.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's just...
That's where it's like, we've talked previously about how like it's so difficult to have a conversation with someone about something that's very hard that they've been through if the person you're talking to that about has also been through it and they haven't worked through it, because then you're going to trigger them and you're not even going to be able to like work through it yourself because they haven't worked through it. So again, this might just highlight the importance of like therapy, even though you don't need therapy, but like why it should just be a staple part of being a human.
There is no such a thing as not needing
therapy. Yeah,
though.
That's true.
Like you never get there in terms of knowing yourself and healing your and when I say traumas, it's not like, oh, I have a big trauma to heal, you know. It's like all of us have traumas, like even when your mom stopped breastfeeding you, or like when you're crying and she doesn't give you attention, like all of these things are traumas. Like they're small or whatever, but they are traumas, and all of these things can be worked through, and there is never an ending to this process of like self-healing, I think. And so there's no, all I'm saying is that I don't think there is such a thing as not needing therapy. It's not about needing, it's not about disease or problems that you need to solve, but opportunities for
soundboarding and
figuring things out. Like, oh, that's why I behave like that. That's why I feel like that in that situation. That's why when this happens, I feel tense and triggered, you know. And
also like something that I really realized after talking with Jessie on the coaching call I had this week was like just the ability to speak. I was unpacking like what I need to do from like the business perspective, but just from me speaking and not thinking, I was like coming to conclusions, just having the ability to verbally get it out. And much like I'm sure with therapy would be the same, where like you said, they prompt you with questions and then you almost like unpack it and like, oh fuck, that's why, and that's what I need to do, and like, oh shit. And the therapist isn't really like giving you answers, it's more just prompting you to unpack it yourself.
They don't tell you what to do,
which I think
they just ask you questions, and they actually cannot tell you what to do. If you go there and say, please therapist, tell me what to do in this situation, they can't. Like, they won't tell you what to do.
Should I get a divorce? Or like,
they will ask you questions that will potentially ultimately make you find the answer.
I would say then that is probably the biggest misconception I've had about therapy, because it was always like
someone telling me what to do.
Yeah. Like, I'm not broken, like I don't need someone telling me, but it's like that's not what therapy is. Therapy is literally just like questions and you unpacking your own life circumstances, and it's not a thing that broken people do, which I think for me is just a matter of time before I'm actively in therapy to continue unpacking my conditioning and blah 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 blah. But there's still a part of me that's like resistant to that, because I think that, no, once I go, that means that I'm admitting that I'm broken or something, when in reality that's not even close. And
it's just admitting maturity. It's admitting that you understand that you can grow from it.
yeah,
You know, it's like quite the opposite when you go. I think that when you go and look for therapy, it's you being like, it's okay to unpack with someone else. Like I have all the answers, but maybe I'm not being able to find them. So it's cool having someone to facilitate that process for me,
yeah,
or with me. And it's actually more a sign of maturity than being broken or something like that. You know, it's like
yeah,
actively, okay, I actively want to grow, or you know, like,
yeah. I think I just think it's so important putting your ego to the side and being like, you know what, getting help's fine. Getting someone else to talk about shit with is fine. I don't need to fucking she'll be right Kiwi mail this.
Yeah, that's such a man's thing, isn't it? Because I feel like from women, I never saw any of my female friends being like, I can do that myself, you know, I don't need anyone.
Yeah.
Like, this is obviously, men don't speak like that. They're
No,
not
but
like,
it's a feeling.
So yeah, it's the feeling that we are trying to reproduce. But women are just like usually more okay with the fact that it's, you know, it's cool talking to someone, and we are going to do that all the time amongst ourselves. Like, honestly, when I meet with girlfriends, we just talk about
real
so
shit.
many, like, we unpack so much with each other. And I often see like male friends
so, bro,
talking about like they are going to talk about like grind and like
nah, no,
I'm not talking about grind, I'm talking about work. Like work has been, how has work been? Work, blah blah blah. And football and whatever. I'm talking about my Brazilian male friends, usually, like stuff like that. And it's fine, it's awesome, but do you ever unpack? Like, do you ever expose your vulnerabilities and your fears and your weaknesses and in any way? You know, usually not.
So true. Something I want to quickly circle back to before we move too far past the topic is like women rather, are accepting of talking about this shit with other people, and specifically to other girls and potentially a therapist. And that sort of like, that she'll be right attitude is potentially why I'm so resistant to get a coach when it comes to business and expansion of my personal brand and stuff. Like, I'm like trying to be like, nah, I can fucking do this. I know what to do. I just have to work. But in reality, I might cut like a couple years off my journey if I just accept the help from someone who's already done what I'm trying to do. But that is like very hard for me to do, because I do believe I have what it takes to figure it out myself. But why?
But you are going to be figuring out yourself.
That's
the thing.
probably like even
you
that.
You are going to be figuring out yourself.
Yeah.
You are just having like some assistance figure it out. Thank you.
Well, this will be funny if you fall in.
I know.
For the viewers.
Sorry, viewers. I'm actually really scared of getting a sun.
My shoulders hurt.
Well, why?
No, not from burning, from
No, I mean from
training.
holding the thing.
Well, that too, but it's because I already have DOMs on my shoulder.
Okay. Can we go to a shade and I will put some sunscreen?
Yeah. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this short little podcast episode that Mia didn't even realize that we were doing. But I just want to highlight the importance of reaching out if you've got some shit that you are struggling to deal with, talking to someone about it. And if you talk about it to someone and it doesn't work well, then there is someone else to talk to about it, because you may just be triggering them, which is why therapy is potentially so important. And I'm specifically speaking to men, because we don't want to do it, and she'll be right, and I'm fucking strong. But it's not weak to ask for help. It's not weak to talk about your shit, and it's not weak to seek counsel of other men or women or people that have been through what you have. You're not alone, and it's not just you. And swag.
Also, if I can speak for, we are generalizing a lot here today, so that's important as well to make a disclaimer. But most partners, I was about to say most women, but it might be that you are not interested on what women think. But most women find it incredibly attractive, a man that is like actually after getting better. And women love men that can talk their feelings. I know that a lot of women might be triggered by a man that is showing weaknesses, but that's because she's also a little bit into the patriarchy thing of, okay, I will stop with the feminism.
No, but I'm just concerned with the wind right now because I'm not plugged into this mic.
Yeah. Anyway, look for help.
Yeah.
Or like, don't think about it as looking for help. Just grow. Just find your better version. Embrace the version you are right now and look for the best you can be. And that might include getting some external assistance.
Yeah. Which I clearly still struggle with because I'm refusing within my business, which I arguably care about the most out of anything, but I'm still not asking for help because I still clearly have a part of me that's like, no, I can fucking do it, bro. You know? And
potentially because you want in the future to be able to say,
I fucking did it myself.
I am self-made, but you are still self-made. You just like, you were smart and clever enough to speed the process by getting advice from people.
Work smarter, not harder, but in every facet of life, I guess. All right, how cool is this? So you got the boat cruising now through the channel, which goes back around into the schwag. It's pretty fucking cool though. So we were just all the way out there. Fancy. Mia, look at this. My hand, for whatever reason, look, it glows. Look.
It doesn't glow, it's just the thing around it.
Yeah, but look, it's glowing. It's like I'm a fucking superhero.
You're Edward from Twilight.
I always knew I had something wrong with me.
So sexy.
See you guys.
A cow. You know, like imagine petting a cow.
Fuck is this?
Hunter, you spit on me.
Whoa, what is this tree? What are those berries?
No, it looks like New Zealander thing, isn't it?
Wow.
I never saw that anywhere.
Oh my god.
And it actually produced some liquid?
Is that the water?
Oh, can I touch it? Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know as well.
Is that the water? I don't know. Let's go. Nah, fuck this.
Okay, fuck. Hanging point. Oh, it's actually pull up spot. Come on. Oh, you're weak. Okay.
Hey guys, and this is how I pee. This is my dick.
Do you want to show it?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's not a porno, guys. You have to go to the other channel for that. OnlyFans.
And pay for it.
Yeah. OnlyFans, link in bio, link in the description. Yeah, come check it out. We've got heaps of different videos on there. We've got anal. Pretty much all we do, actually. So. The dotterel.
Dotterels.
So insert fucking photo of the title of the movie on Netflix. It's about the dotterel. It's a beautiful animation.
Whoa!
Jesus.
Girinos.
Why are these called widowmakers, Mia?
Because if you are walking like that and thinking like, wow, such a nice day for a hiking, and then if you are unlucky and if that's your last day of life, you better have thought about that in the morning.
Yeah.
Bang!
Dead.
You wouldn't make a widow though, because I am not married.
Well, it would kill you and not me though. So even if it did kill you and we were married, it wouldn't even make a widow. Wait, is a widow interchangeable with sex?
No, I think widow is just for women, isn't it?
So what is a man widow?
No.
Isn't that what women like doing?
Oh my god!
Don't you love A, cooking, B, doing your washing, well, my washing, and going shopping and spending my money?
Oh.
Isn't it crazy how right now we're just taking the piss about how women cook, clean, and like all of that? And obviously that's an element of it that any gender can do, but there's certain people out there, and maybe some of you watching, that believe that women are only good for that. And you're right, it's true.
Well, at least we are good at something.
I'm gonna get soundbited and like when I've hashtag made it, they'll pull this out of this video and be like, see, he's a fucking piece of shit.
Redfield!
Yeah. Fucking the Matrix, guys. We're in it. A 1 hour 40-minute walk. We didn't do all the way through, but you can walk all the way through. This reserve is called Dacre Reserve in Stillwater, Auckland, New Zealand. A beautiful spot to come if you're visiting Auckland, visiting New Zealand. Highly recommend it. If you have two cars, one on this side, one on the other, or just do what we did, which is walk halfway up to the viewpoint and walk back down. Swag, swag, swag. Dab. And again, I can't express the Vibram 5 fingers. They are the trail version, but the Vibram 5 fingers, they have a Kevlar, I believe, insole here, which means that no spikes and nails and shit will get through the bottom. But they're just made for human feet, man. Stop wearing your fucking cool fucking Adidas and Nike dumb shoes that are bad for your feet and start treating your body like it's meant to be treated. Vibram 5 fingers, let's go. I may also be a broken record, but you have the option of the Vivo barefoot trail shoes. Absolute swaggery. You either have a spread foot like mine, or you have a squished, crushed foot in Nikes and Adidas and all the dumb shit. You choose. Yes. Sponsor me, please. Stanley, sponsor me. Just like Vivo and 5 finger. One of you will sponsor me one day. This right here. Holy fuck. If you want the best treat on the planet, I'm just so hard and I love beer.
Yeah.
I'm just like so masculine.
Yeah.
I just fucking love beer so
like, you
much.
know those pussies that like, they just like light beer? Like, no.
Honestly.
I want the color of it to be the color of my pee in the morning when I didn't hydrate the whole day.
That's when you know you've got a good beer.
Mm-hmm.
When it looks like actual piss.
And smells like that as well.
Oh.
But you know, it just comes with age.
Wisdom with age.
Mm.
A bacon, chorizo, pesto, spinach, pasta. How ridiculously lucky. I say luck, but it's definitely a choice to live in a place like this. And I guess this is an appropriate place to end. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate you checking my content out and everything that I'm doing here. Genuinely means a lot more than you realize. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Swag.